So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The
Bienvenidos
game
al
yet to
partido
kick
de hoy.
off. The excitement
Hoy se enfrentan-
already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. As you can see, we've already started here.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
And he shoots! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vitinha, Makalele. Here's Vitinha. Del Piero. Del Piero! Davids. Cruyff. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, sweet feet. Nicely shaped cross. Oh, that was vital. Del Piero. That's an imaginative pass. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Mohamed Salah.
That's good play from him.
He is through here. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well,
Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And we have our very first corner. Nice interception, well timed.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's too far for anyone. Piqué is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Now he's got space here. Cruyff gets into a good position. Terrific header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Messi. And this is Van Basten. Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Makalele getting this one clear. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. Cannavaro tries to clear. Hangs one in. That's going to go a long way. Griezmann. Big chance! Great effort, but no way through. Nice looking ball. He's in a great position here. Buffon sends that a long way. Mohamed Salah going face to face with his great rival. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Swept in, and it's hoisted clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Del Piero, now that's well seen too. And that was nowhere near his best. Davids. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Habrá un
Tries to
minuto
play
de
it through.
descuento.
Now it's Vitinha. Mbappe. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well,
Cambio
good
de
energy,
jugadores en
a
el
little more
Barcelona.
composure up front,
El
perhaps.
dorsal
That's not too
18.
much to ask.
Será reemplazado
Barcelona head
por
for
el
the dressing
dorsal
room
8.
in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Looking for a runner.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Pass somewhat off target. Might be... And Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 24. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, el dorsal 38.
And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Barcelona are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Davids. And it's Belletti. And it's Griezmann. Oh, well played. That's surely a foul, free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The most accurate pass. That pass isn't the best. Griezmann, and he cuts out the supply. Cedric, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Vieri. Chance! Looking for. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Van Basten. Yamal is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Cruyff. There's the header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Van Basten concedes a free kick for that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Taking no chances there. Has a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And kept out by Steve Bosley. That's the good save.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this
Serán
corner.
sustituidos por el dorsal 13, el dorsal 22.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. He takes a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
So their fourth corner of the game. Makalele clears. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that's out of reach.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Bullet. Searching pass is played there. He's through here. Oh, it's hit the post. And that's played in low. Tries to get it clear. And that's gone loose. It's a searching pass. Now it's Vieri. Yamal. Changes him with that pass. Davids. Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. Just eases him off the ball. Now, can they get him away? Vieri moves wide and looking to get onto this. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Yamal, who does have an assist to his name.
Habrá 5
Can he get on
minutos
the
de
end of
descuento.
this? One ball by the goalkeeper. And that is a little undercooked. Messi, great ball if he can get there. Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get
Se
on
va
the
a llevar
ball
a cabo
again
un
and
cambio
give
de
it another
jugadores.
crack. I would.
And the keeper's got it again. It's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's found support out wide.
That's good defensive concentration.
And that's it. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Vieri taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
En las inmediaciones del estadio.
What are your thoughts on today's... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might
Bienvenidos al
not feel
partido
like
de hoy.
that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders.
Big header!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept countering.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Begling. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que no pierdan de vista sus ojos durante el partido.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Milan e Barcellona.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta takes control of it and he's on the move.
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Gravenberg, played back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Gravenberg. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Davids. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Thuram. And that's a dangerous ball. And he was alert to it. Thuram. Quarter of an hour played. Barcelona are behind here despite their domination of possession. He's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gravenberg has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's taking no chances there. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's got space here. Just the goalkeeper goes for a shot! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Ibrahimovic, and he shoots! Goal! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, this is from Mario. Nedved. Yaya Toure. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Davids. Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. And here's Hullet. And Hullet! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And that should get the job done. Steaming on goalwards. Ibrahimovic. Cruyff.
This is the time you need that pace.
Always onto this. Oh, super ball! And that has been clubbed away. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That's a nicely shaped ball. Now there's a fine ball. Romario! Yes, it's there! You don't keep those out. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Yaya Toure. Nicely spread. Oh, perfectly measured that. That is lovely. And the shot! Cruyff. Gattuso.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Zanetti. And he's there to retrieve it. There's the whistle for half-time.
Cambio di giocatori.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That looks a cracking ball. He's found Romario! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Out towards the flank. Swept in. Tries to get it clear. Gravenberg could move up a gear here. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
The less said about that pass, the better. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gattuso. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Almost an hour gone. And that little bit of skill has got him away. He is through here. And he lines up a cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Iniesta with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's an imaginative pass. Not the most accurate pass. Cannavaro.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Played through for the wide man. Shot a goal! It's there! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6.
Both sides then
Numero
taking this
18.
chance to turn to
Numero
their
7.
benches.
Iniesta.
Barcelona
Numero
get themselves
24.
back into contention.
Yaya Touré.
Well, what a difference
Numero
a
8.
goal makes. Now all of a sudden
Lasciano in
it
campo
seems the
per
belief is back.
il numero 17.
That's
Il
positional
numero
goals,
10.
the
Il
utilisation of
numero
space.
5. Il numero 2. Vieira. Il numero 13.
he's taking no chances there.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Neymar. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Cruyff. Barcelona must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Oh, important interception. That has been slung wide. Neymar powering forward. He's had a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, that's delightful.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
2 up and that's it. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are ready to go any
El
minute.
Barcelona y Hungría.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch? Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! The ideal start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, That's how you start a football match.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So, a breakthrough already.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Cucurella gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Del Piero.
Looking to play it into the box.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it. I think he knew immediately that he got that one wrong. The wall did its job.
And Del Piero! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Bellingham. Played back into the centre. Hungary looking to pass their way through. Yamal. It's a searching pass. Oh, no question, that's a foul. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And there's the shot!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Zola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Very nicely done. Good spot that.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
And it's been played through. Ferdinand pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. It can be a real threat inside the box. Mohamed Salah! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
A searching ball out wide.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Dembele might just make this.
Roberto Carlos.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, you have to say that the contrast of mood.
Chance!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner.
touch on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good spread. And he's picked out the run. He's found the way, and he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hullet. Hungary do have a chance to counter here. And it's Hullet. Solar. Distributed tidily. Tries a shot! And he comes up trumps again.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Solar. He's having a go! Against the crossbar! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He's well positioned here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Del Piero! Chance, surely! Zola. All played for Dembele. Nicely spread. That pass isn't the best. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Zola. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. Schmeichel, in the context of the game, he must save it. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Thuram. And it's the whistle for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Barcelona, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And we are underway again. And it's Shevchenko. Rummenigge. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, red, nice interception. Van Dijk. And it's Cannavaro. Thuram.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, no joy this time. Oh, he's been caught on it here! What a throw in. out for a goal kick. Belling. For Iniesta. Conte. Barcelona really do look to have it all sewn up here. And it's made its way to him. Cannavaro producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's ended up in no man's land.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Hungary have the chance to go the other way. He's in a great position here. Shot a goal! Goal! It could be a lifeline! Two more needed!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So is this the start of a comeback? Belling. Can he get it through? All-time excellent interception. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19. El dorsal 22.
This looks promising in terms
Serán
of
sustituidos
distance
por
and angle.
el dorsal 9.
Roberto Carlos!
El dorsal 17. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Bellingham, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he latch onto this? He is through here. He's had a shot! And now, oh, what has happened here? Mbappe is flagged offside. Now it's Eze. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Quality ball. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. It's beautifully weighted. He's got away. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. The chance to pull further clear. Time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And with that, the hat-trick is... It's a quick one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evidence annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. Do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18 será
Shaping up
reemplazado
to have a
por
crack from
el
here.
dorsal 8.
Roberto Carlos! Tremendous from Roberto Carlos! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy. Well, that is a bit special. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, there's the clearance. And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. Nice control. And that has left him in a heap. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, robust challenge.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Iniesta. That has been cut short. Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cannavaro
Habrá
with the challenge,
6
and
minutos
he
de
has given
descuento.
away a free kick.
Pretty robust defending.
Demichelis, he's the guilty party there. And no messing about, it is red. Hungary are going to be forced to play the rest of the game with just 7. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. He's going to be pulled back for that one. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Oh, what a mistake! Iniesta. Now it's Eze. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Neymar. That's a shade optimistic. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there.
That'll be a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And he's quick to get it clear again. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Recordamos a nuestros
What are your
espectadores
thoughts on today's
que
game then,
junto a-
Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are ready to go any minute now.
Y Polonia.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Pelé! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
They get him away. Mohamed Salah has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. He slings it in. That's the keeper's ball. Quality ball. Can he get on the end of this? That's good vision. And that's put paid to a promising move. Barcelona have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. Good ball over the top. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. That is pretty much the end of that. That's a clever-looking ball. Still goalless at the moment. That pass isn't the best. Van Dijk is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Looking here to chip it through. And they're back on the ball again. Mbappe. Poland finding their passes. Played out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Flings it. Terrific header! Goal! Poland! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter.
Gol
Did the defence
de
let
Polonia.
themselves down by
Marcó
not picking
en
him
el
up?
minuto
I think
26
the boss won't be amused.
el dorsal 10. Kaká.
Poland are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good
Shot at goal! He scores!
quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Looking to play him in. Mohamed Salah. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's being shifted off it.
Roberto Carlos is fouled.
Zola.
And this is Pele. He's shifting through the gears here.
Costa Curta.
It's gone backwards. Chooses to go cross-field. And this is Neymar. Roberto Carlos.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Zola, ready to try one.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his haul is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
Zola! That's a fine save.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Threads one in. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Neymar in acres of space out wide.
Roberto Carlos. Solar. And the shot!
And he's there to get it away.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Zola.
Is someone with real dynamite in his boots. In towards the big header! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that. And it's half-time here. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Se ha encontrado a una niña morena con coletas de unos 5 años que lleva un vestido azul y dice haberse perdido. Se ruega a su abuelo que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 14, Lam, será sustituido por el dorsal 8.
That gets things going for the second half. Barcelona decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel.
Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Lovely bit of skill. Vitinha. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard.
Here's the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Roberto Carlos. Great ball, and he's in here. And Zola! A real chance and a real let-off.
Zola probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Cannavaro. And it's Neymar. Now Gattuso.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And that is a routine catch.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Looking for the run. And this is Neymar. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. He is just caressing the ball. Now, who's going to be first to this? Poland are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Some good persistent defending here. Oh, that's a key interception. Gattuso. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And here's Mbappe. That's tidy. Costa Curta.
Rijkaard.
Vitinha. Vitinha powering forward here. And here's Mbappe. Neymar picks it up out wide. That's very neat.
And that is expertly dealt with. Kaka.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. Gattuso knocks it into space. And beyond the defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos. Thinks one through. Van Dijk cuts out the pass.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Shapes to shoot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
And he certainly caught it there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Cambio de
Both
jugadores
sides then
en el
taking this
Barcelona.
chance to
El
turn to their
dorsal
benches.
18. El dorsal 9.
Neymar.
El dorsal 5. El dorsal
Just
6.
5 minutes left.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21.
Coutinho.
Ibrahimovic.
El dorsal 19. El
Now, who's
dorsal
going to be
7.
first to this?
El dorsal 13. Se va a
This is
realizar un cambio de jugadores.
It's a goal kick. Costa Curta, who does have an assist to his name. Has not got that. Kaka. Gattuso.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Zola.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Y hay plazos
Your
disponibles
final
para
thoughts, Jim?
actuar en el
One-sided
aparcamiento del estadio.
and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage.